Hey guys, it's AlecMac101 today, and I'm going to try to show you guys how to take off a grip on your M4. This is how to take off your motor grip. This is my custom GMP Sentry. Just so you know, I have a Magpul Myad grip on it right now, and I'm going to be putting on a Magpul MOE grip. I like these a little bit better. So first of all, you'll see this is your motor height adjustment there, and then on the either side of it, you will have little pins you need to unscrew. I'm going to take the scope off real quick because I'm going to be turning this thing upside down. So upside down, just lay on the rails, and then flip it. So you guys can see right here, I'm using this one. I accidentally put on opposite things. It'll be either an Allen key like this, which is one of them, and then the other one is a Phillips head screwdriver. So you will have to either have one of them. The Magpul MOE grips use the little Allen key. I'm not sure which one this is, but it's that one. Oops, didn't get all the way out. So this is the Magpul Myad grip, and I'm taking it out because I really like the feel of the MOE grips, and just because I wanted to try something different, because I just experimented with this thing today. I just put that Olympic Arms rail system on it, so that was cool. But just gonna pop this out. And there's the motor. So I'm going to unhook the motor things. And then you're going to unhook both of these. They will be on the side right here. They will be hooked onto that's the black wire, and then this is the red wire. The red wire goes in the plus end of the motor. It'll say right there, plus right there, and then that just has nothing. So the red goes in the plus. Now you want to take an Allen key like this and reach right up here under the motor, right there. See this little red thing? You want to stick this in there and then pull up. And then you want to grab it with your hands when you get it. This is actually an SHS high torque motor. It's a very nice motor. So take that out. And then the base of the gun will either be 2 to 4 screws that are in right here. Now these grips, you'll have these wires right here, but in there you need a long flathead screwdriver usually to reach in and then just unscrew both of these. Sometimes there's 4. I only usually put 2 because most of the grips are pretty solid with just 2. And then you just unscrew. There's one right here and one right on the opposite side right over here, or there might be more. So I'm just unscrewing these right now. And then right here, I'll show you where the... Oh, this is a beautiful... I gotta pull these. And then you gotta make sure you don't crimp your wires. You want to pull them out so they're okay. This is new low resistance wiring, so I really don't want to hurt anything. But right in here, this is the base of the gearbox. So there will be... There's 4 holes in this one. Sometimes there will be more. Your motor head goes right in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 little outside holes where you could put the motor grip in. I'm only going to put 2. This one has the ability to put 4. This one also has the ability to put 4. Some of them only have 2, like my KWA motor grip. But some of these, the screws have actually been stripped on. The right side right here has actually been stripped because this gearbox was not taken care of before I got it. But it's in very good condition now. Yeah, it's been properly shimmed and fixed and all that sorts of sweet stuff. So we're going to put the new one on. So make sure your wires... in the bottom of this, I've already put 2 screws as just already. So you want to put... No, I don't want those screws in that position. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this one screw out and reposition it. You have to push on the top. Usually there'll be those. Let's see if I can get the light right. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wire hole, wire hole, wire hole. So with this, it actually takes a little bit of timing and patience. So this might actually be a longer video. You have to stick the screw like that, and I want them there. Okay. So I put one right here. I'll show you in a minute. So I already have one in, and then here goes my other. And these are nice brand new screws. I made sure I got these screws because I don't want to deal with wobbly. There any sort. I'm gonna actually put 3 in here. Okay. This one's stripped, so I might just put 3. I'm gonna be safe, but I don't really have another good screw because these are not very high quality screws. So I'm just gonna do 2 for now. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your red wire in the top or in the front of the grip towards this way, and the black wire in the back area. Now you want to make sure when you do this that your wires, when you push it down, that your wires do not get cramped, or you will have to redo. You have to unscrew it. So make sure the wires are sticking completely out, and you have to line it up like this, and then kind of slide it along to just define like the grooves in the grip. So like that, bam, that's on now. What you're going to do is you're going to make sure your wires are not squished. Okay, they're okay. Now you're going to stick your screwdriver in there, and you're going to tighten. Make sure you don't strip the heads of the screws. Don't tighten them too hard, because if you strip the heads of the screws, there's no way to get them out, because the screw head will not lock into those positions, and then you'll end up screwing the entire thing up, and then you're not going to have a way to get your motor grip out. Or your motor, yeah, if you want to change grips ever again. So I'm tightening them just enough. I want it to be very tight, but I do not want to strip these heads of the screw, because these are a lot better screws than other screws I have. It's because these are very nice. This is a very nice Phillips head screwdriver, and it's vanadium, so they're very strong metal. I want it tight, but see, it's rock solid. I'm just going to make sure it's rock solid for a little while. Okay, tighten all the way. Tighten all the way. Alright, now you're going to put your motor back in. So make sure you do it in the right position. Be careful, because a lot of the screws will get stuck on the motor because it's metallic. So I thought I lost them, and it was actually in, and then I put the motor in, and I couldn't find it, so I had to retake the motor out. So that was stupid on my part. With this, make sure when you put the motor in, it's very nice right here. Now you're going to put your wire back on, the black wire, right there. Put the black wire on, and then you're going to have to wrap this red wire. He gave me quite a bit of red wire on this. So, how am I going to do this? I'm going to wrap it around right there. And then I'm going to put the red wire thing on. Oh, wow, this is a lot of wire. This is when you run into a little bit of trouble with putting them down. But look at how much wire that is. It's a lot of wire. So I'm going to have to wrap this around somewhere. I'm just going to push this down the side here real quick. Okay. That, and then push that down. Make this video a little bit long. But you get the basic idea, so you should be able to do this yourself. Alright, so I push that down, and then push this black one on, and make sure nothing's getting cramped or anything. See, this wire is just way too long. So that's going to pose a little bit of a problem for me. No, I won't. I'll just push it to the side right here. It's posing a little bit of a problem with like figuring out where the heck this is supposed to go. You want to make sure when you do wiring that you don't get this much wire. He's kind of a newer guy that did this. He did a really good job. But I'm not a professional at anything like this, so I just let him do it. So then you put this on over top. Hopefully I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, okay. So then you're going to push this in. Put both your pin heads in. Put this in the wrong one, didn't I? No, I didn't put that. Alright, now you're going to use your Allen wrench and tighten this down once again. This was really long. But it's the whole shebang, so if you guys want to see. Thanks, just tighten those down, and then you adjust your motor height, and you guys are ready to go. So thanks for watching.